everybody? I'm looking at something real quick, sorry. How's everybody doing today on this Tuesday? Couldn't really do much of anything yesterday. I'll get into that shortly. What am I doing? I'm trying to, since I'm doing StreamYards. That's great. There's like a picture of, all right, that's great. Even hear myself backwards. I hate that. So how's everybody's week going? Hey, Kim A, how are you? Welcome. I'm just, hey, Richard Plus Films, how are you? Hey, I saw your video yesterday. It was quite good. Quite good. Yesterday, I was with my daughter. I did upload a video just for a reminder for my drawing that I'm having tomorrow. Hey, Carla Marie, how are you? I'm having my drawing tomorrow, and you can either pick one shirt or the other, and I'm coming in. Hello, Megan's Birdie. You said out. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Melissa C. Hi, how are you? So yesterday I had to take my daughter down to Children's Hospital. Hey, Terry, nice to see you. I had to take my daughter down to Children's Hospital yesterday. We have our monthly updates or bi-monthly updates that we do that we have to, oh my God, do not start, dog. Do not start. If you can't, you could see her behind me. Yeah. Well, my neighbor, I don't know if you can hear the banging too. My neighbor's getting her backyard redone, and it is like bang, bang, bang. You'll hear it at some point. But it's driving my dog nuts, and she has been barking constantly. I'm looking good. Oh, good, because I didn't think I was. I've got really dark circles under my eyes. I'm not into the swing of things yet for school. I'm just not in the middle of doing it. I'm still trying to adjust. It's really a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. What are you going to do? See, don't you bark. Don't you bark. She's been barking all day. So I was like, do I go live? Because I have them banging out here and the dog's going nuts. If she just lays down and she gets used to it, then she'll be fine. Sorry. So I was saying, my daughter, we had to go down to Children's Hospital, Philadelphia. Hey, White Tiger, nice to see you. Why am I screaming when I do that? I have no idea. What the hell? You should give her some of those calming dog treats. Unfortunately, mine don't work for like about another 2 to 3 hours, and then she'll be knocked out. And so by the time they leave, she'll finally hit her, and then she'll be gone. Hey, Red Run Media, nice to see you. I swear to God, I cannot stand her bark. Do you hear her? Do you hear her? She is charging out the door because the guys are next door trying to work and finish up her cement real nice. And this one's terrorizing these poor men who are outside trying to work. Gypsy! Gypsy! God knows she listens to me so well. Oh my God. Let her, if she growls, I can take the growling, but it's the barking I just cannot take. So you have to start early. You need to go to. I didn't realize it took that long. The doctor told us like it, if you put they're for thunder pills, and yeah, she's trying to protect you. Yes, but if somebody walked in and walked near her or towards her, she would back off like beyond belief. She's all bark and no action completely. She's pretending to protect us. But if something actually happened, I'm not sure if she would. She might help Daddy, but the rest of us forget it. She would be done. It's your people, Irish person in the house. Have you ever tried? Yes, I have. And for whatever reason, it doesn't work. She's not your average dog. She's a strange dog. Look, see? Knock it off. See, this is why, I'm like, should I go live? Should I not? And she was really doing fine for a while. Now she's, being crazy again. So, and see, now you can hear them. Now they're like breaking up the cement again out there, where they're they're using sledgehammers out there, and it's been going on since this morning. If it was something new and somebody just came up, that'd be one thing. But she's been barking like every time she goes to the back door. Hey, Trance Jedi, nice to see you. See, again, I'm yelling. Why do I do that? That's so bizarre. Anyway, yeah, so I was back to Chop. Or I'm just going to keep losing where I am because of this damn dog. Anyway, yeah, so we went to Chop, and my daughter was diagnosed with diabetes. Back in December. And we pretty much had it pretty managed pretty well. And then something went awry when we were at the beach this summer, and we had an issue where she ran out of test strips, and her sensor wasn't working because she had her Dexicon in, which is her sensor. So she put her Dexicon in. She was slammed by a wave while she was at the beach, and as she's riding the waves, she got slammed down by one, and it kind of knocked it off kilter. So now we couldn't read her blood. So I'm like, well, that's fine. You just got to prick your finger. Well, she ran out of strips while we were down the shore. All fine and good. You can call your local CVS or something, which I was going to do, but it was 10 o'clock at night when she decided to tell me she didn't have test strips. So now we were out to dinner. I didn't know what her blood was, and I was freaking out. Totally freaking out. And I wound up having to call the hospital, who had to call another CVS, which was about 40 miles away, closer to home than it was here, than when we were at the beach. So thankfully, one of my friend's husbands like, I'll go with you, so you don't have to drive by yourself, because it was after 10 o'clock. So I had to drive all the way to Egg Harbor, New Jersey, to go all the way back. And I came back, and this is where I'm stupid. And this is where I got really mad at myself. I got really mad at myself because I was at the CVS. I grabbed the bag and I went to go. I said to myself, check the bag. And I went, it's Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. They don't get anything wrong. Big mistake. The biggest mistake I made on the whole vacation. That was the biggest mistake I made. So we drive back. I'm happy as can be that I found that we got them and that she's safe, and I didn't have to worry about her at this point. And I get home and she comes running down the steps, hysterical, crying. Once I give them to her, she's like, they're the wrong ones. I'm like, no. So now here she is. We've been out to dinner. We have no idea what her blood is. So we just had to kind of do our daily routine that we normally do and just pray to God that she doesn't drop too far. I'd rather her be a little high than be completely low. And when we're really active, she gets very low with her blood sugar. And thankfully, by the time we got our sensor and wound up getting strips, she was okay. I mean, she was a little high still, but I was just so angry with the hospital themselves that they got that wrong. And that was a doctor. And they're known for doing, and anybody can fudge up. I get that. But this was something that was 60 miles of a fudge up. Like that's a big freaking fudge up. That's big. And I was so stressed. That was the part about it, because diabetes scares me. Diabetes scares me because there's so much you need to know. And I still feel like I don't know everything that I'm supposed to know. And so we go yesterday to Chop, and we see the people that we needed to see. And then I see that my daughter, within the past 2 weeks, has had like half of her 2 weeks, she's been high. And I mean, not high, but like high, like 400 and some odd high. I'm shocked. I'm dumbfounded. I feel stupid. I feel so stupid because I should have been more on top of her, and I should have, could have, would have, all that fun stuff. But I should have. I should have been She didn't want to wear the Dexicon anymore. She doesn't like the way it feels on her skin. So I'm like, all right, fine, we can go stick with pricking her finger. But if we stick with pricking her finger, when we used to have the Dexicon in our hand, we could tell, all we'd have to do is hit that button. We were able to see exactly where her blood sugar was at any time of the day. And then you can actually like download it to your phone. And so I could have it on my phone, my husband could have it on his phone, and I could know what her blood is right now in school. But she's got problems, so she doesn't really want, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like the way it feels on her skin. And I got to understand, I get it. But if anything, I was more mad at myself that I let her, like it seemed like she just had everything under control, but we always had that sensor to look at. And I didn't think well enough to go, all right, you know what? You need to be following her a little bit more diligently because she knows what is supposed to be high, what's supposed to be low. She forgot everything. She basically had forgot how to correct her numbers. She forgot. And I can't blame her for it. It's my fault for not checking up on it. And I was so upset yesterday. And it wasn't because I was mad at her. I mean, I guess I was slightly mad at her when I found out, but it was more or less, I was scared. I was so scared because I made a slip up and I didn't even know it until it happened for like 2 weeks. And I was really mad at myself, really mad at myself. And you see people that come onto YouTube and there's all this drama and there's all these things that are going on right now with people that I really love and care who are on YouTube. And I really don't understand what's going on. Maybe it's just me. I understand that there's a list. I understand that people are getting doxxed, which is ridiculous. I mean, deal with children who have diabetes, deal with life chronic diseases. That's drama. That's enough drama that you don't need this bullshit drama of the social networking life. I mean, I get that I love it here. I love coming on here, having I'm not going to say platform, because if I don't have a platform, I have a little step. I have a step that I can step on and talk to people because I don't. Hi, Judith. Nice to see you. I hope I didn't miss anybody so far. Hello, Crochet Me Pink Kelly. Hi, nice to see you. You're new to my channel. Nice to see you. Oops, wrong one. Hey, am I okay? I'm just going over Mr. J. My daughter has diabetes, and I thought we were really taking good care of it until I realized we weren't. And it really scared me yesterday. And I wasn't mad at my daughter. And my husband and I tried to let her know we're not mad. We're scared. When we found out that she had it, like there was like a no way. Nobody in our family has type 1 diabetes. Unfortunately, it's on his side of the family. Hey, Jenny Hart, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. And we have Robinson's Preparedness. Nice to see you. That's my next door neighbor's names, the Robinsons. It's a very common name. Hello, Mr. Shadownight. Your children should always come first. No one will be upset with you for being a parent. Oh, no, that wasn't even, it was only a day. I mean, come on, who's going to miss me in a day? Most people don't miss me in a week, so. But I wanted to go live yesterday, and I thought I was going to have the time, but my husband and I were just talking forever about, okay, what is it that we need to do to make, I mean, we have to sit by her side every time now, and I had to call her nurse at school to explain what happened yesterday at the hospital to make sure, and that's what I'm saying. She seems to normally, and I said, have you been high at school at all? She says, no. She's only been in school for what, not even 2 weeks yet? So we have to, and that's what they said, we have to like micromanage over somebody's shoulder. And I hate doing that because when I was growing up, I have the greatest parents. I'm lucky for that. But at the same time, when I was young, my mom was a micromanager and always stood over my shoulder, and I'm like, leave me alone. Like she's driving nuts, but I love her for it now, definitely for sure, because now I know what a pain in the ass I really was. My kids are nowhere near as bad as I was. Don't say that. But yeah, I was way worse than my kids were. And my kids, like, I'm grateful to have the kids I have, but in the same sense, I know what they can get away with. And I know what you're going to hide and what ages it kind of starts around. So I get myself a little bit prepared. And with having a middle schooler who has diabetes, I definitely let her know that, like, God forbid you go to somebody's house and there's alcohol. Like, you can't just drink that. Like, and she's like, Mom, you don't even need to have this. I'm like, I'm having this conversation with you now. Why? Because I knew a lot of kids who started in middle school. And I said to her, I said, I don't expect you to be touching alcohol anytime soon. But I'm like, there's carbohydrates in almost every drink that you have that has alcohol in it. So you are not going to be a person who can just go and order something or just said, I can have a beer, if you don't even know what beer it is, if you don't know what brand it is, if you don't know if it's a light, if it's a dark, if it's a this or it's a that. Well, you can tell by the way it looks, but I gotta meet up. I had a couple of friends I know that had type 1 growing up, and I gotta see how it is that they handled this, how they handled having diabetes in college, and how they handled, like, for my own sake of knowing, because God only knows when you think that your child is good at drinking, they go to college and think another thing. And I'm like, I'm more afraid she's going to be doing it when I'm, around here. But so far, knock on wood, I don't know. I try not to jinx myself. I really do. Leave the beer to me. You leave my daughter away from the beer. She can't drink beer anyway. I can't drink beer, but here's something, because she has diabetes, they are very afraid that she may get celiac. I'm like, well, I have celiac disease. And she's like, all the more reason we should be checking, because the odds of her getting it, since she's already got another autoimmune, are pretty high. I'm like, driving home yesterday from Philly to New Jersey was not pleasant. I was in a bad mood. Like, in my head, I was just so mad at myself. And then you're driving behind Monday. I don't know what was up with the people who were driving in Philadelphia yesterday, but I was like, ah. Hey, Mary. Oh, nice to see you. How are you doing? Oh, thanks, Jenny Hart. I try. Like, it's a lot harder than it seems. Like, if you have healthy kids and your kids are fine, there's not stuff like, but the diabetes makes me crazy. That 1000% makes me absolutely nuts. Everything's spicy. Hey, Phil, how are ya? Good to see ya. And Sir Lanza Thought. Sir Lanza Thought. That's a different name. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. It's just that, we just got it. She skips steps. There are certain steps for her checking her blood, and I get mad. I get so aggravated when she skips steps. And I'm like, what makes you think that you can skip steps? And then, oh my Lord, just for diabetic, if anybody understands diabetic, found out, and I didn't know, her father didn't know, and I'm finding this out yesterday, that she has a snack at night. I always known she's had a snack. I always thought she covered for it. She's never covered for her evening snack. And they're like, she doesn't need that evening snack. And she's like, yes, I do. You said my blood drops. And they're like, who told you your blood drops? And they're like, oh, I thought you did. And they're like, no. And I'm just like, you've been having a snack at night and not covering? Like, blew my mind. Like, I was like, and when I came home and I told my husband, and I'm like, but you knew. And he's like, I didn't know. I thought she was covering for that. I'm like, no, she's not covering. And like, we're both so mad at ourselves because we can't believe she was getting away with all this, and we're watching her do it. And just like that, boom, explodes. I'm sorry. I'm just venting. I have enough diseases of my own, but I'm more worried about my daughters, of course. And I'm a Philly girl too, but people driving in Philly yesterday were irritating the crap. Well, 95, go figure. The I-95 corridor, which goes all the way down to one side of the U.S. to the other. We live like right in New Jersey near it, and it's basically your main way to New York and to Philly. So I live like right in the middle of both. So nice to see everybody hanging out. So glad you all came in. Well, I guess this is not a, you know what? It's kind of it's a draw how things are going to go. I like sometimes I'm like, I'll get like two or three people and people just aren't interested. I'm like, oh. The only thing I know about Philly is the end of South Street. Which end are you talking about? Let me see. Kim A. Juvenile diabetes is tough because they're kids. Exactly. Like that's, I think, what slapped me in the face so hard yesterday. Like, holy, she's been under my nose doing this. And I was stunned. That's the best word I could use. And I still am, obviously, if you can see it in my face, I'm still stunned. But it's a scary disease. It's a really, really scary disease. And it freaks me out. I can deal with my crap, no problem. I have no problems with my issues. And if it lands me in the hospital, I get more mad at myself because I can't be there for the kids. You know, but when it happens to the kids, it just breaks my heart because I don't care about myself as much as I care about my kids. But I have to keep myself healthy, which I have been doing pretty good since May, damn it. I really have. And knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood again as my lipstick falls down. I'm knocking on wood again because it's the first thing, and because my doctor, I had to go see my physician on Friday, and he says to me, "Oh, any hospital stays this summer?" I'm like, you just jinxed me. Thank you so much. I'm now going to be hospitalized within the next month. So far, so good. And that was Friday. So I know I got to keep thinking positive. No hospitals are going to happen. I was a diabetic when I was pregnant, and it was awful. I couldn't get it under control no matter what. Medicine and all made me feel like shit all the time. And see, you know what? She's been feeling like crap this whole weekend. Well, it makes freaking sense. I mean, I think she had a sore throat, but I think everything else because her blood was so freaking high. And when your blood is that high, you have to check ketones. Did you forget about the ketones? Like, she has not checked her ketones ever. Because before, she's never had high blood pressure, wrong one, high blood sugar. She's never had high blood sugar. Like, so it's very rare that we ever have to do the test strip. She's had all these highs. I've had no idea, and she's never checked her ketones. Do you know how stupid I felt in front of that doctor yesterday when I'm like, she's like, has she been checking for ketones? I'm like, I didn't even know she had highs. And how stupid, how awful of a parent do I look that I didn't know that when I'm working so hard with her, trying to make sure she doesn't skip any steps, but I left the dosage to her, and that's where I went wrong. I forgot to check on doses because she was so good at it, and she forgot as well as she can. You know, she's 12. She's supposed to forget. I'm not supposed to forget. And it does. It makes me really mad. And I obviously, you can tell I'm just really upset about the whole thing. Yes, you should have checked her, but you should have food allergy checked also. We always, no. We checked her for food allergy. Milk just last year, my allergies have disappeared. Same with Karen Caitlin Lynn, who they thought had IBS. Well, I have celiac, and I can tell you right now, it hasn't gone anywhere. There's times I'll have, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And it has to be something small. It can't be something big, because then that hurts just too much. But unfortunately, it's still there. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, good. Hanging Mr. J. Red Rum Media has an awesome channel, and she's been checking out some great crime stories lately. She's a great channel. Everybody should check her out. Red Rum Media. Visit her channel. You won't be sorry. Poor kid. That breaks my heart. My mom and sister have diabetes. It downright sucks. Yes, absolutely. It downright sucks. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's stressful. Yeah, that's for sure. Sometimes being a parent. Yeah, that's, I'm more worried about like what trouble is she going to get into. That's where my head was at the beginning of last year, until last year completely changed everything. Not for the better. Seriously didn't change things for the better. But we've been working together. And that's what I said to her. This is something that we all got to do together. And unfortunately, I can't just leave it to her like it's been. It sucks. I just subscribed to Hang Mr. J and Red Rum. Good. Thanks, Terry. That's awesome. Yes. I dropped off my twins off at kindergarten when there was no school, and I had to pick them up at the police station. Oh, that was a mom fail. But oh God. Like, I've done some really stupid stuff in my whole, we go back into my 20s, don't even ask how I'm alive. I don't even know how I'm alive, honestly, because I did some, not only have I did stupid things, but I just didn't know. Like, I really should have died when I was in the Bahamas under a banana boat. And I was drowning, and I should have died, but I didn't. I got lucky, and I thank my lucky stars. And then I was in another I was in a couple of car accidents. And the guy's like, you shouldn't even be walking, that your engine's cracked in half. And I had like 4 people in my car. And we were going actually up to Hershey Park to go see Dave Matthews Band play. And right by my house, thankfully it didn't happen too far away from my house. But yeah, it cracked my engine in half. And I look at things, I'm like, I should be dead, but I'm not. So I keep trying to find out what that reason is, why I'm still here. I got to find that out, because I don't know yet. I'm still not sure. I'm going to do mid-morning graham crackers and peanut butter. Not too bad. Oh, my kids hate peanut butter. It's crazy. I guarantee you, I am going to pick up my youngest daughter today at school, and she probably maybe took a couple of bites. Why? Because I gave her peanut butter and jelly. She hates it. Loopy Lisa, hi, honey. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're enjoying your time off. Hello, Rochelle, the Bajan stroke survivor. Wow, Rochelle, nice to meet you. I welcome you, Rochelle. Welcome. Hello, is it Solano Sanchez? Butcher names. I apologize. And that's Terry. Kim. Yeah, there's a. Thank you, Mary. I don't know whose that is. Loopy Lisa. Loopy Lisa. Hey. So Loopy Lisa is just telling everybody, and you know that my daughter has diabetes. Be a little scared yesterday. Well, I had a little scare. I don't know if she had it or not, but I certainly did. And she just had a lot of highs that I didn't know about. And I don't know how she kept it from us, but she did. And I'm like, and I said to her I noticed that she had a high yesterday morning. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's from just this morning when we went out to breakfast with Mama and Papa. She's like, yeah. You had a blood sugar of 425 then? She's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, you didn't think twice to be like, Mom, my blood is 425? I was like, I'm still like, when I hear that, I'm like blown away by it. Yes, I almost drowned. That was horrible. It was abs, and I was mugged. I should have been killed then too. Guy came at me with a knife, but he stole my purse. He didn't cut me. By no means. He didn't cut me. I thought he was. I saw the knife. I was like, and I had had some stuff to drink that night. So I wasn't very sober, but I still remember everything to a point. After the mugging, I really don't remember too much. Apparently somebody brought me into their house, and I think it was because I got hit to the head that I don't remember, because he stepped on my face. So I don't remember that part. You know what? I have thick skin. Like I've had a lot of crap happen to me in my lifetime. So when I decided to do YouTube, I'm like, you've got enough BS going in your life that I can't possibly let things on YouTube get to me. I can't physically let things stress me out, make me upset. And I had that talk with myself when I started this, because I do. I see a lot of the drama, and it just isn't necessary. And people are creating this on purpose. And I call me stupid, but I have no idea why people do this. Like, I don't see what people gain from doxing people or putting people's stuff out there, or threatening somebody. I mean, it's gotten bad. It's gotten really bad, to the point where it's happening to people that I know who really don't even cause anything. And I'm thinking to myself, God, if my name was, I wouldn't even have to do anything. My husband is like a tech person, and he'd flip out for me. I wouldn't have to do it. I don't think I would, because it's crazy. It's just craziness. Just craziness. And I'm sorry, I've missed a couple of people. Tangled Justice. Let me see. Whoa. Sorry. 425. Whoa. Yeah, 425. It was scary. Really, really. I saw that. I'm like, hey, D90, how are you? We have Sherry McMillan. Nice to see you. Good to see you. I think this is probably your first time on my channel. Welcome. She's also another good channel I would definitely check out. And my buddy Everything Spicy was in here. He's a great channel. He always has panels going on, and he's always eating really, really spicy stuff. I don't know how he does it. And then you got one of my favorites right here, Loopy Lisa and Red Rub Media. They're both, I love those girls completely and utterly. They are the nicest in the world. So definitely check each other out. And yeah, so I've had all of this stirred up. I haven't talked to anybody about it. So I'm like, unless my daughter goes through my lives, which sometimes she does, but she's not going to get mad that I brought this up, because it's something I'm scared about, just to see if anybody else deals with diabetes. And like I said, it's more because it scares me. It doesn't make me mad. It scares the crap out of me. I toss it up to people who have much time on their hands or have no life, which would explain some of us don't get involved in that. Yes. And aren't jerks. But what's really upsetting to me is that they're pulling in people who don't want to be pulled in. And it's like that. And I'm like, dear God, I don't want that to happen to me. That's why I don't really talk about other YouTubers, unless I'm telling you how much I love them. That's it. That's the only thing I'm going to talk about when I talk about YouTubers, is how much I love them and think they're wonderful. Like D90. D90 is awesome too. She comes around. I see her everywhere. And Duty Ron. Oh, hello, Duty Ron. How are you? He's my favorite New York police officer who's retired detective. I can put it that way, because I do have another friend who's a retired officer, and if I say it, he'd get mad at me. So good to see you, Duty Ron. Can't wait for you to come back. I feel like you've been gone forever. Hey, Sherry, that's Game Chess. Say hi. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. Yes, we have a celebrity amongst us. It's Duty Ron. So, and now that's one thing. And now all of my friends, and I found this out last night, have decided, my high school friends, that we are going to our reunion in November. I mean, it's only 26 years, that they forgot the 25. So they're having the 93 and 94 together. That should be interesting. But I'm going to go. I want to go. I didn't go. I went to my 5-year reunion. And I think I went to my 15-year reunion. But I didn't go to like the other ones. But we've decided that we're all going. So now I'm trying to lose weight. Gotta lose weight before the reunion, right? Like you really do. You gotta get a dress that you feel good in. Yeah. And everybody's already planning stuff. It sounds like it's gonna be, it sounds like we're gonna be like in high school again, but they're all talking about, hey, let's have a kegger in the woods. I'm like, wait a minute. We did that stuff when we were teenagers because we were teenagers. Because we couldn't drink, because we had to hide it. And now they want to do it in our 40s. Are they crazy? I'm like, I guess I'd do it. Why not? But if my back can't handle it, I'm going to be... I'm just realizing what I'm saying. Having a kegger in the woods at 44 with a bad back. None of that sounds fun to me right now. As I just said that, I'm like, that sounds awful. Yes, at 15 and 16, it was great because we were young and we could do whatever. But now, although I have to say, we did have 2 kids who had a disability in our school they were at every kegger. I swear to God, I don't know how the hell they got back there, but they made it back there every single time. Every time. And it always blew by. I'm like, how? I mean, it was the 90s, for Christ's sake, but they never missed one. They never missed one because they were brothers. One was a year older than us, one was a year younger than us, and one was in my year. So they had a lot of kids. And the one who was the year older than us both had a disability, and they were both in wheelchairs, but man, they didn't miss one party. They never missed anything. They had all the girls too. They had all the girls. All the girls loved them. That's, to me, that's awesome. I go back and I think of that, like, that's awesome because, back then, kids were mean. They really were. And I just wasn't that kid. I really wasn't. At least I didn't think I was. I didn't feel that I was. I always felt like I was like a sucker. I'm sorry. There's people who come in here, do not bark. I swear, do not bark. Yeah, so kegger in the woods at 44. Don't necessarily know. I swear to God, this dog. Gypsy. It's like those guys are new. Like they've never been out there this whole time. Gypsy. Oh my God. What do I do with her? And when we got her, she looked half black. Like it said, it was part lab, part hound. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to go get her. She's charging at the door. Hey, get out. No. Get back in there. Get in there. Get. No. Oh my God. Sorry. Hello. You better be quiet. When we got her, we didn't know that she had a hound bark. We didn't, because she was like, a little ruff here and there. So we're like, oh, she's so cute. We brought her home and then she let loose. And we're like, no, that's not her bark. And yes, that turned out to be her bark. We were lucky with the bark, aren't we? She sounds like a big, she's a hound. She's half what they call plot hounds. She's half plot hound, which is apparently a dog from North Carolina. I don't know. She was shipped up here. I know. Crazy dog. She is a crazy dog. She's funny. I actually uploaded a picture, I think a video on Sunday. And we were just like here, easing into our morning. And my husband was just, hugging my child and stuff like that, our youngest. And the dog she was so incredibly jealous. She does not like anybody touching Daddy. Nobody else can be around Daddy but the dog. Yeah, she thinks she's the only girl in the house. She thinks that she has more status in this house than I do. Nope. I've only heard my little dog bark less than 20. Oh, a little dog too? She only doesn't bark? Oh, that's a peaceful house, Pernell. That's peaceful. Fun Me Cook, hey, welcome. Welcome to thank you. I can tell that you are new here. I hope you subscribe, and I will definitely check your channel out when I can talk again. Yeah. So every time like she hears a different sound that comes from these guys in the back here, she just goes nuts. So yeah, so I'm trying to lose weight now for my reunion. I want to. That's what I really want to do. Because with this disease, it's so much harder to work out when you have ankylosing and your back feels like it's quick dry cement and your knees are giving out, your feet are giving out, like at the joint parts. It's difficult. It's really difficult. And I was one of those people who loved to work out, but I've been a yo-yo my whole life, where if I don't stick with a special exercise and a special diet routine, I gain weight all the time. That's why when I was in the hospital, I lost so much weight because I couldn't stop throwing up. I'm like, I don't mind the side effects of this, but I really hate throwing up every day. I do like to keep my food down. But hi, Michelle K. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, everybody. I do. I'm so happy that everybody's here being nice, checking each other out if they want to, and just hanging in and listening to me vent about medical conditions. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just been, I needed to vent about that because it scares the shit out of me. It just does. It scares and I said it in the chop. I think I was so scared, and I think the S word came out of my mouth in front of the doctor, and I'm just like, bullshit, we're not doing that. We are doing this, and this. And I'm like, oh, I let that come out. Yikes. When it comes to your kids, you're very passionate, and, you'll do anything for them. I would rather be sick than they be sick, but when I'm sick, I feel bad that I'm not being a mom, and when they're sick, then you don't want them hurt. There's just never an easy way to it, is there? Here, let me see. Kim A. here. I will be praying for your daughter, Gingerlocks. Hang in there. Thanks for enjoying me on your work break. That's awesome. Thank you. Why would anybody want to? After CBD preference migration, I had to vomit and diarrhea at the point. I was 98 pounds. Wow. Good grief. All I have to do is smell a donut and I gain 5 pounds. That's all I got to do. I'm like, oh. I just got an alert where people who I like are just, I don't like it. I really don't like this drama. This drama really blows. Sorry, but it does. I just got another alert about more drama. I'm like, no, not dealing with it. Not dealing with it. I hate to see my friends hurting because of it. I really do. And I hate to see other people. I can't understand why people just can't get along on here. We're all just trying to do the same thing. I mean, some people are really in it for the money. Let's face it. Like some people, this is their job. And for right now, this is my job. It is my job. But I'm not going to go out this guns a-blazing, and anybody who gets in my way, I'm going to shoot them down. And that's what I feel like some of these people are like. I'm not these people, I shouldn't say, that's the wrong word, the YouTuber community who are against each other and just can't get along. I don't get it. That's why you're here, because we don't do drama. And my numbers just went down. That's okay. As long as I'm not doing drama and it gives you a place to go where it doesn't give you stress and it doesn't give you anxiety and it doesn't make you feel bad for someone, doesn't make you want to go after somebody because they said something about your friend. And that's how that drama all starts up. Because all these people become involved, and then you get protective of the people that you love, and then they go after them. And see, that's what I'm trying to learn to stop doing, because I haven't done. I really have to admit I haven't done it, because that's creating drama for yourself. And I will back my friends for sure, and I will help them out any way they can. Absolutely. I don't think anybody really wants to be a part of the drama. I don't. Who wants to be on drama? I don't. That's why when I started this channel, I swore to myself, I can't let myself be in the middle of it. You know what? I have anxiety without that. I can't even imagine if I had that, what my anxiety would be like. I couldn't even. And I already have stupid anxiety over stupid stuff. And that, I'm not saying that's stupid. You know, people putting that stuff out there to threaten people is not a cool thing to do either. It's really not. And I know a lot of people who have been in the middle, and I feel bad for them. I do. But I have to get my daughter soon. Dad TV? Who's Dad TV? Hey, Terry, who's Dad TV? I don't know Dad TV. Are you asking Dad TV? Is there someone named Dad TV? I don't know. I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. But I do appreciate y'all spending some time here with me. I really do. This is like, something I'm going to start up, and I think this is probably a good time. My heart just stopped. Oh, it is. Oh, out my window. And I don't know how I could focus on this. And I'm seeing something. I'm like, what the hell? It's a praying mantis. And I thought that was a bug. And it is like this. I don't know. Like, if I try, I'm going to make you guys sick if I turn it around for you guys to see at this. This thing is like this big. And it's attached to my window. And it's just like hanging there. But like I said, if I turn this around, you're not going to be able to see it unless I walk this computer over there to see it. And you can't kill them. They're actually, But this guy is huge. I don't like bugs. I don't like. And now that I know that he's there, I'm going to be looking at it. Ooh. Hey, Mrs. Roger Rabbit. Good morning, sweetie. Nice to see you. How are you today? Just going over some few things about how to handle, all forms of diet. I'm talking about my kids who have diabetes and myself, and having a kegger in the woods at the age of 44, which I realize sounds absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go. That doesn't mean that at all. But oh, thanks, Michelle K. I appreciate that. She put something really nice down. She says, I have a perfect day, hugs and kisses. She wants me to come back later. Unfortunately, with kids, I can probably only get on here once a day, but I am going live tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'm going to have my drawing, so anybody didn't get be able to get into the raffle, you can get into the raffle then if you jump on my live tomorrow at 7. I have two T-shirts that I'm giving away. I know I keep looking over at it there. It's freaking me out. I have 2 t-shirts I'm giving away. One, some people may not want. That's why I said if you don't want that one, you put a one. If you want the funny one or the one that I put both. So that's all. If you would like to win a t-shirt from the Jersey Shore, come to my live tomorrow around 7 o'clock, at 7 o'clock. And then I'm going to do the raffle then. I'm going to just do it the old random fashion way by pulling names out of a hat. And I'm going to put everybody's name who has signed up. And if anybody wants to be signed up, you can come in tomorrow and you can tell me. I'm going to give people one weed. What are you talking about? Do I want it? No, not right now, at least. My back would feel better at this moment. I did exercise, though. I did get to walk out. I went outside and I walked for like a good 1.5 miles. So I got out there today. That felt good. So if I keep doing that and I keep watching what I eat, hopefully I can lose a few pounds before the reunion, which is in a few weeks. Should be fun. It should be fun. I just can't I just can't go out having fun like I used to. And my friends still can. I can't do that. It hurts too much. It hurts my back. It hurts everything. I have that video that I made. There's a reason why I made that one video where I am hungover to remind myself why I don't drink. So every time I go out, I go back to that. I'm like, that's why you don't drink. It's kind of good to put it on the video so you know not to do it again. So you have to remind yourself instead of having it fade back into your mind and forgetting about it. I can just go back onto my site and go, that's why I don't do it. I'm going to have to watch that before I go to my reunion, that's for sure. Just to remind myself. Oof. I just realized it's 2:30. Oh, I got to go pick the kids up from school. That's crazy. This has been, oh my God, I've been on here for almost an hour with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. I'm at like a light at 9 p.m. And I believe you're 12 hours ahead of me, Megan's Birdie? I believe you're 12 hours ahead of me. Like right now it's 2:30 here. Well, no, because if you're at 9 p.m., duh, you would be asleep. What time is it where you are? I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm confused now. All of a sudden, I'm quickly confused. Completely. It's 1932, which means, see, you guys do that. We don't, like we go back, we only do 1 to 12. So here it's 2:30, 19. Oh, okay. You're in England, right? Megan's Birdie, are you in England? Or London? Or 2:32 here in, yep, West Virginia. Where did you say? West Virginia? Where did you say that? Where did it go? I lost it. 2:30 here. Yep. West by God, Virginia. 2:32 here too. Hi. Hi, Katrina. Oh my God, you have no idea, Katrina, how much I needed to hear what you had to say. That's what this stream is about, that I've been stressing myself out about my daughter's disease, my disease, but more so hers than mine. I don't really worry about mine. I just worry that I can do my motherly duties that I have to do by being a mom, because sometimes, for sure, my back doesn't hold up. And I look at my husband and I'm just like, I'm done. And he's like, all right, he gets it. He gets it now. He didn't get it at first, but he gets it now. But yeah, I gotta go pick up my kid. Really do. Oh, Precious Metal. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I say hi to everybody. I'm not even Frozen Fury 09. Hi. Just making sure I'm saying that right. And I'm probably not. And then we also got here Precious Metal Santos. Good Lord. I'm sorry for butchering everybody's name. It did. It really did yesterday. It's been I've been stressed for sure. For sure I've been stressed. 9:30. Thank you. In American words, 9:30. I appreciate that, Megan. Megan's birdie. She's funny. I wish she would come out with her own channel. I really wish you would come out with your own channel, but if I understand some people just like being on here, hell, that's how I started. I was just on here for the longest time. And then I had Red Rum Media in my ear going, you should do this. You should do this. So I did it. And I love it. Although my husband's like, oh my God, you on YouTube again? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it could come in between our marriage, so I should really keep it down to like 1 to 2 a day, if possible, like once on my own and then once on somebody else's instead of being on like 3 or 4 people at once. On the weekend, he doesn't seem to give a crap what I do, but then I want him to watch the Eagles games with me. Now, that's another thing all on its own is the freaking Eagles. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I missed the game last week, and I have to do that when we have night games. If I watch the game that's on anytime after like 8 o'clock, I get way too into it, and then I can't shut myself off and I can't go to sleep. So I have to like, all right, I can maybe pop on to see what the score is, but I have to jump off because if I get too deep into the game, I start yelling at the TV. I start screaming when the ball doesn't go where it's supposed to go. I just start screaming at this TV altogether. And my kids really make fun of me because I'm a crazy football fan. I love football. I've always loved football. I cheerleaded for football when I was younger. Although when I was cheerleading for football, we never got to see the game because we were behind the sidelines on the football players, and all the football players stood there and we couldn't see a thing on the field. But yeah, I get too hyped up when it comes to football, especially the Eagles. I don't know what it is about that team, but they always like at the last second, it's always like, I can't take that. At late night, I can't, like, unless we're going to win, and you can't even be sure that when they're saying, oh, they have this hands down. We said that last Sunday and we won like by that much. And this past Sunday we lost, which hurts because the Cowboys won too. Yeah. Cowboys are ahead of us in our division. I know so many people in England going, what the hell is she talking about? I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. Football. American football. Craziness. Yeah, I was a cheerleader for 12 years, Katrina, and I actually coached I just stopped coaching a couple of years ago. I was a coach for a while, and I don't understand. Like my youngest likes to cheerlead at her school, but she doesn't want to do it for like the county because she doesn't want to give up her Saturdays. She did it for 2 years. I was the coach, and she's like, yeah, I don't think I want to do it anymore. And I was like, okay. And then here's my friend who was never involved in cheerleading. Both her daughters are in cheerleading. They do like those competitive cheerleading, which thankfully, no, I'm glad I'm not involved in that because that's really, really, really expensive and very, very time consuming. But I have a lot of friends who've got a lot of friends who have kids in those competitive cheerleading teams. And I was just like, how did you get to it? I don't even have one. I don't even have one of them. And all like me and my 2 sisters, like all 3 of us, we all cheered. We always all did the same thing. I don't even know why we did that. But we did. We all followed in each other's footsteps, cheerleading. Then we all did cheerleading. One went to college we all went to the same college. We all had different experience. Hi, Linda Kay. Good to see you. Oh my God. I know. I'm looking at the time. I gotta go pick up my daughter. And I did competitive cheer too back in the day. Katrina, I did competitive cheer. We during high school and during like when I was younger, We did all kind of collegiate cheer, but now they have like those teams that are like Rockstar, and there's this and there's that, and they all have these different small names, and it's a huge group, and they go down to Florida, and they go down to here, they go down to there, and my friends' daughters, they travel all over the place, and the parents have to pay for that. I'm like, whoa! At least we did everything we did was state-wise, so we could either easily get there within a day or not. But yes, cheerleaders. Yes, I miss it. I do. I can still, like, I'll hear a song and I can actually put it. Don't you dare start barking, dog. Don't. You can see her behind me too. See her? She's standing there.
Mom! Mommy!
Ooh. That's my alarm letting me know I gotta go get my kid. All right, everyone. Thanks for hopping in. Hey, if you don't know, M's Coffee Convos just went live. So if you don't know M's, it's M's Coffee Convos. Let me see if I can pull up her thing real quick. And I can send you to her because I adore her. I could probably better do it on my phone. Hold on. I'll put her link in the bottom. If you're interested wanting to hang out with somebody, she's not live. I thought she went live. My bad. Oops. I saw that she went live when I was on here. I'm like, oh, well, it's not here. But check out M's Coffee Combo anyway. I love her. She's awesome, and I'm sure she's going to be going live soon. Oh, Linda, I'm sorry. I haven't been 100% myself either, but I've been completely crazy. I hope you're staying away from the crazy people who were coming after you before. The guy who went to the jail. That was nuts. All right, bye. Bye, guys. I can't even speak today. Bye, Mr. Shadowite. Bye, everybody. I really appreciate you all coming in. Have a great day. Gotta go pick up the kids. Bye. I just go send everybody to you.